Hello, my name is Clara. I'm a scientist dedicated to entomology, the study of insects. What I am about to share is an experience that changed my life forever, involving a discovery that transcended the limits of science and plunged me into an unimaginable nightmare. It all began on a typical morning. I was analyzing insect samples brought back from an expedition in the Amazon rainforest. Among the samples, one caught my attention, a translucent moth with wings that seemed to be made of glass. I had never seen anything like it. It was delicate, fragile, and at the same time, incredibly resilient. I decided to study this specimen in more detail. While examining the moth under the microscope, I noticed something strange. Its wings reflected light patterns that seemed to form symbols. These symbols didn't resemble anything I knew, but they gave me a sense of déjà vu. I decided to consult a friend, a specialist in linguistics and cryptography, hoping to decipher those patterns. My friend Richard arrived excited. He was always in search of intellectual challenges. Together, we spent hours analyzing the moth's wings. Richard finally managed to decipher some of the symbols, which seemed to be a kind of astronomical map. Indicated on the moth's wings was a constellation that, curiously, did not correspond to any known constellation.
This is fascinating, Clara. It looks like an encoded message. But from whom? And why?
As we continued to unravel the mysteries of the moth, I received an unexpected invitation. An old envelope sealed with wax was left on my desk. Inside, a letter written in a language Richard also couldn't identify. However, we recognized the moth's symbols. The letter contained coordinates that would take us to a remote location in the Amazon. We decided to accept the invitation, driven by curiosity and the desire to solve the enigma. The journey was long and exhausting, and the forest seemed denser and more mysterious with every step we took. Finally, we arrived at a place that didn't seem to belong to this world. In the heart of the forest, there was a temple made entirely of glass. The walls reflected the sunlight, creating a kaleidoscope of colors that surrounded us. We entered cautiously, both amazed and apprehensive. Inside the temple, we found more glass moths. They flew in hypnotic patterns, guiding us to the center of the temple, where a large moth, much bigger than the others, rested on a pedestal.
Clara, I think we're about to discover something much bigger than we imagined.
The large moth slowly opened its wings, revealing a complex system of symbols and patterns. Suddenly, the temple began to vibrate, and an intense light emanated from the pedestal. We were enveloped by a blinding glow, and when the light dissipated, we realized we were no longer in the temple. We were on a vast plain under a starry sky, but the stars were different, brighter, and closer. The glass moth we had brought with us was now flying freely, and its light patterns formed a path in the sky. Richard, we're in another dimension, or maybe another planet. We discovered that the glass moth was a key to traveling between dimensions, and the glass temple a portal. The moths weren't just insects, but messengers of ancient and advanced knowledge left by a lost civilization. These moths are incredible. Imagine what we can learn from them.
We need to document everything and share it with the world. This could change humanity.
As we explored this new world, we realized we weren't alone. Strange beings made of a substance similar to glass, but opaque and humanoid in shape, began to appear. They observed us from a distance, but soon noticed our presence.
Clara, I don't think they look friendly.
We need to get back to the temple and get out of here, quickly. We ran back to the glass temple, but the beings followed us. When we reached the pedestal, the large glass moth was waiting, its wings glowing intensely. We made eye contact, and it seemed to understand our situation. Please, help us get back home. The moth opened its wings, and the intense light enveloped us again. When the light dissipated, we were back in the temple in the Amazon. The glass beings didn't follow us, but a sense of imminent danger remained. As we left the temple, we noticed something was terribly wrong. The forest was different, darker, and more hostile. We discovered we had returned to an alternate Earth, where humanity's advancement had led to environmental destruction. The cities were ruins, and civilization was on the brink of collapse.
This can't be true. What happened here?
I think we didn't come back home. We came back to a place where humanity failed. We tried to use the glass moth again, but it had lost its glow. It seemed we were trapped in this dystopian reality. We began to explore the ruins in search of survivors or some form of communication. We found a small group of people struggling to survive.
Are you from another world? We also found the temple, but we couldn't go back.
We need to find a solution together. Maybe there is still hope. Clara and Richard joined the survivors, using their scientific knowledge to help rebuild society. Despite the initial despair, they found a new mission: to help humanity avoid the mistakes of the past and build a better future. However, the memory of the glass moth and the temple remained, a constant reminder that alternate realities might be just a whisper away, and that not all journeys end as expected.